What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim back with another video, and BlizzCon 2019 is upon us. Now remember, you're supposed to hate Blizzard because of what they did to Diablo and Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch, and insert your favorite Blizzard franchise here. But for the few of us that actually legitimately still do care about Blizzard, BlizzCon 2019 is an epic two-day event. This time it's going to take place November 1st and November 2nd, way out in Anaheim, California. Now, they've just released a slew of news, which I want to go over. One, because it's near and dear to my heart, and two, because I haven't done a video in a while. So, if you like what you see, please consider commenting, rating, and subscribing. But if not, that's okay too. Now, BlizzCon is up. BlizzCon.com is live. You can check it out. You can click around. They're going to do some pretty different things this year, and I thought it would make sense to kind of walk through some of them together. First and foremost, they're going to do two separate pass events, one on May 4th and a separate one on May 8th. Now, this is common to what they've done in the past where they've sold tickets in bunches and batches, but there is something a little bit different this year. They're doing tickets in a raffle system. So no more you sitting there hitting refresh trying to get in queue. You're going to join a online waiting room, and maybe your number will get called and maybe your number won't get called. They're offering three separate ticket options. Let me blow this up a little bit. There we go. This year you have the BlizzCon Pass, which is the standard pass that gets you general admission to both days of the event, with some in-game goodies, commemorative collectible, which I'll talk about in a moment. That's just your standard run-of-the-mill pass. Then they have a separate pass, which is the BlizzCon Portal Pass. Now, this is something new that they have not done in the past. The Portal Pass gives you the standard BlizzCon admission as with the BlizzCon Pass. It also comes with preferred parking, separate registration, separate security lines. You have opportunity to enter the show early before everybody else on Friday and Saturday, a dedicated lounge, and a special pre-event themed after World of Warcraft's The Dark Moon Fair, which will be called Night at the Fair. I don't know all the specific details of that, but it sounds like it's going to be an event that they're going to host the night before for the utmost super fans. And I can say, for all the BlizzCons that I've been to, the coolest thing about BlizzCon is the loot. No, I'm just kidding. It's meeting other fans, and that's something, and I really take near and dear to my heart. I'm a very social person. I've made some amazing friends through the BlizzCons that I have attended. So with that, I think that is a really, really cool deal. The last is the BlizzCon Benefit Dinner, which I was fortunate enough to attend the very first time I went to BlizzCon. My wife, then girlfriend at the time, surprised me and got us tickets to this. Basically, it's a charity event. It supports the Children's Hospital of California children's event. And it's a benefit dinner where you're going to get to meet all of the big wigs. I got to meet Mike Morhaime and some of the other famous people that, why am I drawing a blank on? Who's the guy that retired? It doesn't matter. Mike Morhaime retired. I'm sure Jay might have even been there before. We knew him as the Jay, the new Mike Morhaime. But basically a who's who of everybody from Blizzard, all the famous authors and writers, and Christina Golden was there, and Paul Y was there. You see these infamous dual, oh man, it's backwards. There we go. Those dual Syndragoses that we got. We actually got those as part of this event as well. So they always give out some special swag, and it's just a really cool time to meet and greet with the people of Blizzard. So three separate things. They're also going to have the infamous virtual ticket, which I have bought many a year in the past. That's going to give you access to all the in-game goodies. Obviously, none of the physical goodies. Now, let's jump over very briefly to the 5 things you need to know, and then I'm going to talk about the swag this year because that's always a hot topic. First and foremost, there are 3 different options, and you're going to have to basically get into queue on one of those 3. They're going to use this new system, this AXS. Ticket opens 30 minutes early, but there's no advantage to getting there early or on time. If you're selected in this virtual waiting room, randomly, keyword is bolded. I am highlighting it here for you to see. You'll get a chance to get tickets. You'll have to choose your statue when you buy tickets. We'll blow past that for a brief second. And then every person who buys a ticket is going to get a statue. Transferring tickets is permanent, so make sure that when you buy tickets, you know what you're doing. Unlike previous BlizzCons where ticket buyers could edit the names of their guests until a specific deadline, there is an option permanently hands a ticket to your guest to manage. Then they can do whatever they want with it. This is something that I hope eliminates some of the ridiculous scalping that occurs every year, but it remains to be seen. And they're getting rid of paper tickets. Now you have to bring your cell phone with you and a mobile app, which will be read by a QR barcode that is randomly generated, basically. It's a code. It even says here, we will not be able to accept paper tickets, confirmation emails, or even screenshots of the QR code. That sounds like a nightmare because I have Sprint, and Sprint's service is not so great, especially around the masses. So I suspect this to be a very, very difficult problem that they're going to have to overcome very rapidly. Now, let's talk about the goodie bag. Every year, the BlizzCon goodie bag, a very highly sought item. Usually they announce the contents early. This year is no exception. In honor of the 25th anniversary of Warcraft, they're offering a traditional goodie bag as we have done in the years past. We would like to commemorate the occasion by providing tickets a distinctly Azerothian memo. We're excited to announce that everybody who buys a ticket will receive a 2019 collectible. So the goodie bag is no more one of two premium statues in the style of the BlizzCon League series. Blizzard Legends series. Celebrating a quarter century of Warcraft, a game that is so near and dear to my own heart. You're going to get to choose across the orc, grunt, or the human footman. You need to decide which statue you want at the time of your purchase. They'll be producing quantities based on what they choose, so pick now and lock it in. And they have some nice photos here. Let's take a look at these. Highly stylized in that infamous, kind of bad but not so bad World of Warcraft art style. Here you have an orc with an axe over his shoulder. There's a little scarecrow there and some bones. I don't know the dimensions of these, unfortunately, and I really wish that I did because I think it would go a long way for us to know and pick on it and see. But there you have the human standing over the fallen Horde banner. Very, very stylized art. I love it. I think it is amazing. I am very excited that they're doing something like that. So remember, you hate BlizzCon. Remember, you hate Blizzard. Don't get excited. Don't get hyped up. Remember, this is the same company that took away your favorite game. And yes, I am being facetious. I think everybody's excited about BlizzCon. And the few fans that they have left after some of their really downfall over the last year, I think is very excited for this. I don't think I'll be going. I'd have to talk to the wife and see if her interest is still into BlizzCon or not. I kind of think she's done with it. I know the last time we went, we kind of got burnt out, but we did go 3 times. So if you're excited about BlizzCon, I'm going to put a link in the description box below, or just check it out yourself at BlizzCon.com and secure your tickets. I think the new goodie bag this year with a single commemorative statue is a phenomenal idea. I love it. A lot of the stuff they give in the goodie bag turns out to be... Dog, stop digging. It really turns into junk. It's really a lot of throwaways, tchotchkes as I call them, stickers and, hand sanitizer and flavored waters and tissues I've gotten in the past. We've gotten just junk stuff. So this is actually useful and exciting and definitely a keepsake that I think many people will be excited about. Now, the one thing that I hope, and they did this, I'm looking at, let me pull Arthas over here very briefly. You guys remember the infamous, the beginning of the Cute But Deadlies, and there is the Lich King himself, Arthas, right there. When these came out initially, they said these are going to be Blizzard exclusives. So it was very exciting to go to BlizzCon, get a set of these. And then I come to find out about 6 months later, they started selling them to other people, although they slightly changed the color. So technically, this is a BlizzCon exclusive, although Brent has one on his desk, and Arthas, I think, has a little darker blue helmet. But it's like, oh, man, like... So I really hope they keep this exclusive to the fans that want it. And knowing how money is and knowing how finances are, I most likely would expect them to sell these at some point. It's not like there is a shortage of Warcraft memorabilia. There are many, many, many statues, but I think this one's kind of, it's kind of a neat thing commemorating 25 years of a game that is still played today. So Amazing job to Blizzard. But it's not all roses, as you guys know what's going on in the background. With that, I want to wrap up this video, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you like what you see, please consider commenting, rating, and subscribing. But if not, that's okay too. I'll still be here for you on the next video. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.